Hey, hello everybody, welcome back. Flashback time. Exactly. So, either way, the Infect deck, which is not this one that I'm pointing at, it's yours. I pointed here because it's a poison counter. Either way, today will be its last showing in Flashback because it has the opportunity to join Fairies in the Hall of Fame today. If it can pull off one more win, that'll have been 4 wins in a row, I believe it is. And then what we end up doing is we knock both these decks out and start fresh the next week. If my deck wins, and I'll tell you what I'm playing in a little bit, if my deck wins and knocks you out, then you don't get in the Hall of Fame, and mine will continue as normal, and we'll vote for the deck that goes against it.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so we had 264 votes in last place. I'm kind of sad about this one, because I kind of wanted to play this deck again, but that's okay. We had Spineless Revolution with 37. I kind of knew it was going to get the axe, honestly. I'm surprised it didn't already. But, yeah, so that one gets the boot. And then we had Nahiri Combo Breaker in second last with 45 votes. And then we have Scepter Reversal in second with 63 votes. And in first place, we had Ojutai Bant with 119 votes. So that's what I'm playing. Yeah, it's a pretty solid win. Almost double. Let's see here. So, next week, Scepter Reversal will come back. Nahiri Combo Breaker will come back for voting. And the 2 new ones, somehow we've never put Affinity in before.
That's just really weird.
Yeah. Like I think we played it like 3 times, but somehow it never
played it so many
it never went in the voting. So we're gonna stuff that in because I mean Infect's leaving, so we might as well put another really really fast impressive deck in.
A little easier to hate out.
A little bit, yeah. And our other one is Green White Elves. That was an audience member suggestion, so thanks for that. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Yep, so today's going to be a really interesting one. We're going to see if we can have our first Hall of Fame matchup of Fairies versus Infect in the near future. If I can manage to squeak one out, then
it's not happening.
Fairies will be alone up there. So, yeah, don't forget to vote. I think this week I'm going to put the voting in the video. I'm going to try that out, just see what happens. It's pretty easy. It's actually pretty easy to do. So, the voting will be there. That's kind of a little linky dealy. And yeah, I think that's everything. So, on the Challenger deck, I'll be going first, and we'll see you in Game 1. Alright, Game 1. Here's what I have. Might do the trick, might not. We'll see. Good.
And I've got those.
Whoop. Okay. So, I'm going to lead things off with a very pretty Hallowed Fountain, untapped, going to 18.
Ooh.
And I'll pass the turn.
Draw for turn.
Nice thing about decks against Infect is
Noble Hierarch.
you can have stuff come in untapped even if you don't plan to use it.
Turgo.
Draw a card. Flooded Strand. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Glistener Elf.
Sure.
And populate the Noble Hierarch.
Sure.
It's your go.
End of turn, I will attempt to path to exile. I will attempt to path to exile the Glistener Elf.
It's gonna blossom.
Deal. Alright. Untap. Draw a card. It's kind of unfortunate. I think I'm going to try it forward again.
Yeah, that gets it.
Figured it would, because he can't tap that one. And, of course, I'm doing it now in case he has another one of those. Or even if he has some other way of dealing with it. I don't know how with no mana, but it's good to do it on your turn, because then you have to waste a hexproof spell. And that's all I got. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Pendlehaven.
Yep.
Glistener Elf.
Alright. Foil one, even.
I'm going to attack you for 2.
Oh, yeah. I will take it. Go to 16.
Your go.
I guess you don't really need the extra mana. Untap. Draw a card. Okay. Oh, boy. So, these aren't going to really be useful anymore. Maybe you don't have the unblockable spell? I don't know. Flooded Strand, and then we'll crack both these. Going to 13. I'll probably, honestly, get 2 untapped things. Even though, I don't know, Hierarch damage, it's a real threat. Maybe like that. Okay, I only get 1 Temple Garden untapped, go to 11, just in case.
Yeah, because if you go to 9, technically that's less damage I have to push through.
It's true.
Even the Glistener Elf has 1 more toughness, so it kind of just be evens.
Yeah. And then we will go for a Renegade Rallier, getting back one of these Flooded Strands, because permanent's left, and I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Could still be dead to a lot of things.
So, Pendlehaven, pump that. Rancor on him.
Ooh, okay.
Attack for
3,
6.
4, 5, 6. How big is his butt?
He's got a butt.
3, 4, 5. His butt is 5. 5 big. I think I would want to soak up 2 if I can. So I'll
Probably
attempt that.
correct. Yeah.
So how much was the total? Sorry, 6?
6.
Okay, so I will take 4, unless you have something else.
Nope, just those.
Take 4. Rally her down.
Enter go.
Okay. Untap. Draw a card. Crack that. Go to 10. Let's get... Guess it doesn't really overly matter. I don't have anything that's double green, so we'll get an island. And I'm really glad you didn't have any inkies, because Supreme Verdict!
Boom goes the dynamite. Get Rancor back, though.
Yes, it's true. And you still have a pump spell in play, which is kind of... could be annoying, but pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Wooded Foothills, and it's your go.
Ooh. Draw a card. Okay. Let's see. I think I'll pass the turn.
End of your turn. Crack this. Go to 19.
Don't really have anything better to do.
Reading Pool tapped.
Okay. I would have laughed if you get like a what's the manland called? I can't remember his name now for some reason. The one that's just a forest.
Dryad Arbor.
Dryad Arbor. Yeah, you get a Dryad Arbor and start going on the Pendlehaven beatdown plan. Be hilarious.
Untap. Draw for turn. It's your go.
Okay. Draw. Kind of works. It's a lot of islands, though. That's quite a few
I
islands.
think that's all the islands in your deck.
Pass the turn.
Goes with all my 3 forests.
Yeah.
It's your go.
Plains. And also Sunny T. And he will get back... What? What will he get back? Do I get back Rallier just to press damage for no value whatsoever? Maybe. Maybe I do that. I think I do that. Get back Renegade Rallier. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. It's your go.
Whew! Untap. Draw. Okay. That's far too many of those. Oops. Wrong way. 9, and I'll get back Flooded Strand.
Go to 10.
Then... player land for the turn. Forest. Apparently playing so many basics here.
Yeah, you have a few basics in there.
Well, there's Sakura Tribe Elder, so it makes sense, but...
A little higher than average.
I didn't think I'd have this many in play. And here's another Rallier for...
Crack the flood.
I might as well crack it. Yeah.
And then put it back.
I might as well. Might as well not draw any more lands. Yeah. So we'll get that. Actually, it comes in untapped. Yes, it does. And then we'll get back the Flooded Strand. Which I won't crack in case somehow I get another one of these. And you deal with my board. And I think that's it. Good.
Draw for turn. Wooded Foothills.
Alright.
Enter go.
Think I might have done it. Draw a card. Ooh. Oh, that's a sweet one. I'm going to do it for funsies. Phantasmal Image, copying Titan. Get back a Flooded Strand. And 12.
Okay. Crack Wooded Foothills.
Yep.
Going to 9.
Yep. I suppose I could have cracked Strand again and got it back with Titan, but I don't think I need to.
Dryad Arbor.
Yep. Let's see. So you're at 9. Yeah, it's fine. Actually, you know what?
Pretty sure I can block first, no?
No, because I'm declare attacks, and then you have to do that, and then I can respond again before blocker step. You can't...
Is that how it works?
Well,
I was
cracking...
lands had that advantage.
No, but cracking a fetch land, you have to do that when you have a priority.
Yeah.
And then, if you take a priority, I get one afterwards.
I guess that's true, yes.
Because you can't do it like... It's the same reason you can't, like... I'll block with this, cast this, and then block with this also. Mm-hmm. Like, that all has to be done at once. I don't think this is gonna... I don't think I have anything to deal with this anyway, but I might as well do something. So I'm gonna cast Ojutai's Command, and I'm going to gain 4 life and draw a card. Very exciting stuff.
Very exciting.
Yeah, that won't do anything. So yeah, go ahead.
And
just in case, got a path or something. I mean, I already drew 2, so it seems unlikely.
Pendlehaven Pump.
Sure.
And we're going to become immense that. I guess let's block Sun Titan.
Okay.
And then become immense that. 3, 4, 5, 6.
I didn't think this would ever be useful, but I'm going to remand the Become Immense. Draw a card.
Then so you're blocking now, huh?
Yeah.
We're 2/3.
Yes.
So we're going to pay 2 life
Okay.
to mutagenic growth him.
Okay.
And Might of Old Corrosa him.
So mutagenic growth puts it at 4 or 5.
And this makes it a 6/7.
I'm gonna crack both these. Go to 11. I don't know how many basics I actually have. Probably not that many left.
Should have 8, I believe. Just whether or not you can fetch both of them, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, I think I'm going to have to pay at least 2 life. Yeah, I'm going to. So I'll pay 2 life, go to 9 for the breeding pool. And we will cast a remand on the Might of Old Corrosa.
I would have killed you, but no, that happens.
Draw a card.
Red Arbor dies.
So 6?
6. Go to 1.
Pass turn. I really thought those remands would be pointless. I don't even know
Turns
if I
out
played
they
a
saved
land.
you.
I don't think I did, but it doesn't matter.
Untap. Drop a turn, yeah. I had enough pump spells that I would have killed you with it.
That is pretty impressive, actually.
I could have spared this and still had enough to kill you. And then when you remanded that, I realized, well, now I can just cast that on my turn.
Yeah. That's pretty ridiculous.
Double remand.
I had them in my opener, and then as soon as you got over 3 mana, I'm like, I'm never casting these for any value because you can just recast anything you do. But apparently, I didn't have to worry about it. Woo! So that was a really, really, really weird game 1. You almost killed me with damage, which is new. That's a new one. And yeah, we will see you in sideboards. Sideboard time. Okay, so I have Tormod's Crypt, which is not useful against you except for Become Immense, but I don't really care that much. Stony Silence, not great. Nissa, it's fine, but it doesn't really do anything to keep me alive. Hindering Light, not a lot of things are targeting me, so I don't really care that much. Kasali Pride Mage, yeah, don't really need the artifact destruction. This seems too slow. This seems useless because I don't need 4 life. Although apparently in that game I would have. Vapor Snag, pretty good. Just a temporary removal spell. You can potentially get a multi cards for just the one thing. Detention Sphere, it's pretty slow, but it's a little better than some of the 4-drops I have. Wrath of God, a little slow also. Definitely slower than the Sphere. And then we have Spell Pierce and Dispel, which originally I didn't think I would ever want to bring in stuff like that can just deal with pump spells. But I think that these are probably a little better than remands are, because all your stuff seems to cost 1 most of the time. So it's pretty easy for you to replay it. Drawing an extra card is nice, but I think these might actually be a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out Ojutai's Command, which really doesn't do much against you. So take out both those. Kiora, Master of Depths. Again, I don't know if I really have time to waste my 4-drop on just something that gets me prepped for the next turn in most situations. And I'm taking out 1 Remand. And what I'm going to bring in, Spell Pierce and Dispel, Detention Sphere, and these 2 Vapor Snags. And that's me.
As for me, I think we've seen the sideboard enough that I don't really have to explain every card. So Spellskite seems pretty good. helps prevent all his removal spells. Carrion Call provides us with extra infect bodies.
And instant speed.
And in this case, because he's running like a full roster of Snapcasters and whatnot, I think these Grafdigger cages are good enough to bring in.
Yeah, there is a lot of graveyard recursion shenanigans in here. Sunny T does that too.
Yeah, like we don't need you recurring blockers and all that.
Exactly.
So what we're taking out is Dismember, because it doesn't hit your biggest creatures a lot of the time.
No.
2 Rancors, because you have big enough creatures that those are slightly worse than Distortion Strike. And 2 Wild Defiance.
Yeah. Seems pretty expensive. It is nice against counterspells, I suppose, but it's pretty expensive. Alright. So that was that, and we'll see you in game 2. Alright. Game 2. Go ahead.
We've got those.
Whoop. And for myself, that's what I'm working with. Alright, go ahead.
Forced. Noble Hierarch.
Okay,
Go.
draw a card. We're gonna go for a Flooded Strand and pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Inkmoth Nexus.
Yep.
Cage.
Ooh. Despite all my rage. So this affects creatures, and you can't flashback, essentially. Okay.
Yes. So it stops Snapcaster and it stops you recurring creatures, at least.
Sure.
And
Another Hierarch. Okay.
2 beats.
Deal. 18.
Go.
Crack this. 17. We'll get a Hallowed Fountain tapped.
Don't really need mana on your turn to protect my Inkmoth Nexus.
No, I don't. Plus, I mean, last game I almost lost to just non-infect beatdown, so could happen again.
Yeah, I worry that maybe if I had just decided to say screw it and exile all the things, I would have had enough mana, but you don't play around 2 Remands.
No.
After he basically cycled one of his counter spells to gain 4 life and draw a card.
Draw a card. Okay. Let's go for another Flooded Strand. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Activate Inkmoth Nexus.
Yep.
Swing for 3.
I mean, might as well force you to use something. Path to Exile.
Vines Kicked.
Okay. So 7.
Yes, 7.
Take 7.
Enter go.
Crack Strand. Go to 16. Get a tapped Breeding Pool, I believe. Untap. Draw a card. I don't think that'll do it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that won't do it. Untap Temple Garden. Go to 14. And put a Tarmogoyf into play, which is just 2. 2/3. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Activate.
Yep.
3.
No blocks.
3.
I will take 3, because I have nothing.
Oh.
Alright.
I even drew
10
this
poison.
just in case.
Of course you did. Alright, so, very anticlimactic game 2, but not too surprised by the outcome. So, we will see you in game 3. Okay, game 3. All comes down to this. Is this going to be good enough? We're going to have to see. Go ahead.
And I've got those.
Okay. Gonna lead with a Windswept Heath. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Inkmoth Nexus.
Crack this. Go to 19. We'll get a tapped Hallowed Fountain. Untap. Draw. Flooded Strand. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Misty Rainforest.
Yep.
Crack that going to 17. For Breeding Pool tapped and your go.
Draw. Okay.
I don't know why I went to 17 when I'm putting it in tapped. 19.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what you'd be bluffing. I guess an Inkmoth block, but that doesn't seem like a very good bluff. Crack Strand. Go to 18, but I think I'll go straight to 16. To get a Breeding Pool. Untapped. Maybe. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Second from the top.
That's how it always works.
Pretty much. Then, play a Plains, and we'll cast a Renegade Rallier, getting back a Flooded Strand. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Second Inkmoth Nexus.
Okay.
Activate Inky.
Yep.
1.
Crack this. Go to 15. We'll go right to 13. I think. Get an untapped Temple Garden. And we will attempt a Path to Exile.
He's gonna blossom.
Deal. So 3?
3.
Take 3.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw. Okay. Attack you for 3.
16.
Play an island. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Activate Inkmoth Nexus.
Yep.
Might of Old Corrosa.
Okay.
5.
Snapcaster Mage. Targeting Path to Exile. I will Path to Exile Inky.
You get him.
I mean, you got another one, so it's not like that's the absolute end of society. But it was a 2-for-1, which is pretty good. Or 2 for a half, I guess.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw. That's not terrible. Attack for 5.
Go to 11.
Play a Flooded Strand. Crack it. Go to 12. I guess. Get a Canopy Vista, which comes in untapped because I have 2 basic lands.
The plains and island you're hiding.
Yes. And we'll go for a Sunny Tea. Getting back a Flooded Strand. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Misty Rainforest.
Yep.
Crack that, go into 10. Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Activate Inkmoth Nexus.
Yep.
Might of Old Corrosa.
Crack this. Go to 11. That only puts it to 5? Okay.
Yeah.
Get an island. I'm already in the middle of it, so. That's fine.
That's it.
That's
You're
it.
getting the island. Swing.
No blocks.
Groundswell him.
Dispel.
Yeah.
So I will take 5. Go to 8.
Enter go.
Woo!
It's expecting a Vapor Snag, but Dispel worked too.
Yeah. Beats. 411.
Dead.
Did it! I'm almost sad that I did it, because it would have been nice to have another Hall of Fame thing, but those sideboard cards came in pretty handy.
That they did.
Whew. Well, that one, I guess,
That one.
specifically. And in your game, that Graph Digger's Cage was really good, too. Whew! So,
Starting double Inkmoth would have been good, because it
yeah.
killed large parts, but I think it slowed me down a little too much.
It might have, yeah, having all the colorless and not being able to attack right away. Because, I mean, if that was like a Glistener Elf, you don't really care so much if
If
you get it pathed or
and
something.
whatnot.
But, yeah, Inkmoth is... I guess that's its downside. It is a colorless card. Whew! So, that was this matchup. Ojutai Bant will come back next week against either Green White Elves, Affinity, Nahiri Combo Breaker, or Scepter Reversal. Based on your vote. Don't forget to vote. Thing will be there at the beginning of the video. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Whew.